kickoff as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go again with Allstott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They run the quick dive with Allstott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Hurts. It's complete to Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Ledge up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground, Lynch. Down to about the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. On the carry is Allstott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And across the midfield strike, solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second down and 4. Up the middle, it's Lynch. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's first and goal.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Graham's got it over the middle. And give him a full 10 yards there, second and goal. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Diablos are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Davis will try to run for it. And he's going to have 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Bobby Wagner, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Charles, that is just flat unbelievable. Justin Tucker just broke his old NFL record of 66 yards. I never thought there would be a kick even further than that, but he's done it again, CD.
And you are the wordsmith of our duo, but I'm not sure either of us has the vocabulary to describe what we see from Justin Tucker. And I'll guarantee you this, from the moment he made the 66-yarder, He dreamed of this kick right here to break his own record. Whatever adjectives you want to put with it, it's not nearly enough. Justin Tucker is the man.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one to the right side and in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Another carry here for the fullback all-stop.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Bobby Wagner, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
Now Sanders. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense back to work now late in this 1st half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. This to Graham on the short pass. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. throw, but he makes the catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Vincent Smith, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
An inside run with Lynch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Diablos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This is caught. It's Cruz. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he's brought down.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Hurts going to run it himself. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8. The give to the fullback on the dive. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A first down carry for Davis to about the 26 here.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And they'll run here with Allstott. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They start the drive with Lynch. Nifty move. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
To throw, it's Mahomes. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got up on a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
He'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And Mahomes is going to keep it.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Stop short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Bettis will take it in. Touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got his man Cruz. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Hurts going to keep it running left.
Escapes the defender. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st down, Hurts
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing is Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now 2nd and 3. Hurts.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. On the option, it'll be Hurts.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
They'll try to pound it in with Allstott.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They go again with Allstott.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
First down, the run with Lynch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Mahomes is going to run the option left. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
90 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Lynch. And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least 1 more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been 1 game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us